P. Party. You ready? Nice.
That's right. Deshaun. That's right. She gon' tell me that she wanna drive. Oh, she gon' tell me that she wanna ride. Oh, she gon' tell me that she wanna climb. Oh, party girl, get drunk and high. Let's go. She gon' tell me that she wanna drive. Oh, she gon' tell me that she wanna ride. Oh, she gon' tell me that she wanna climb. Oh, party girl, get drunk and high. Let's go. Actress, she could be a model, but instead she the baddest. Told her everything in her life is gonna be lavish. Told her everything that she do, man, it's so classic. Put a spell on the Sims, hocus pocus, that's some magic. Last night had a dream that I was on Jimmy Fallon, and I met a bad chick named Meg Thee Stallion. Swear to God, I light up like a candle in the room, cause I'm acting on my haters, I'm the next Orlando Bloom.
What's going on? It's your boy Paley Invasion. This is another episode of SpacePodTV. We got Deshaun in the building, man. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
What you been on lately?
Just work, music, lifting some weights, staying
Feel
healthy, chilling with my girl,
Oh yeah,
living life.
feel that. So how long you been in the game now? For everyone that doesn't know, like give them a little introduction, kind of break it down for them.
Really been holding in my craft and taking music serious since 2017.
Okay.
So, yeah, about 5 years now, I would like to say. Yeah, 5 years.
Okay.
So, just been grinding and getting better.
Yeah, because the first time we saw you, me and LaShare were actually doing photography at an event, and then you were holding it down at the. What was that called? Do you remember what show that was?
Nah. I
It
know
was was it your first show?
It was my first show, man. It was September 4th, I want to say. I forgot what it's called, but no, that was lit. That was fun as hell, dude. Like, I had a good time, man.
Yeah, no, we were just doing some recording and shit, and you were just going crazy, and I was like, damn, who the fuck is this guy?
Thanks, man.
Because I'd never seen you on stage before, but then again, no one's really been to shows until recently and shit anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, I did move up here in 2019. So, I mean, that's still when I guarantee shows were still going crazy and stuff, especially during the summer.
Right.
So, I kind of haven't really been out there in North Dakota scene for musically, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that some new people got to hear me.
Right. So where were you originally from then?
Minnesota.
Okay.
Small town, Eden Valley.
Okay.
It's like 45 minutes away from St. Cloud.
Okay, gotcha. Because I seen some of your music videos, and that was it down south and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I lived down south for like 2 years.
Okay.
I got a videographer down there.
Hell yeah, he's
Fire.
lit. Yeah, he's
Fire,
lit.
man. Like, so many people ask, yo, who shoots your videos? And I'm just like, listen, if you ain't willing to travel, there's no point to even know.
Is that like one of those things where if they want that connection, you're just like, nah, that one's...
No, it depends. I mean, I don't definitely want to send him to no one. I just don't want to send any random person to him.
Send him to the wrong person?
Yeah, I mean, because if you're up here, a lot of times, people say they take music serious, and that's his job. Like,
right.
He doesn't actually have a normal job, which he's living his dream, which is dope. So, I mean, if you're not willing to travel 1,500 plus miles, then you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. How many videos you made with that guy now?
Man, I think, let me count. I got Runaway Love, JID, Mercy, Elite, Feather, Ride With Me, Lost in Week, Pretty Boy James, which it never dropped. It won't ever drop, but it wasn't the sound I'm going for, but it was a dope ass video, man. But I'd say like about 7 videos. So,
because I just seen you just dropped one recently, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
It was like a party track.
Yeah, man. It was called High. I just had a guy up here named Devontae. Shout out to my new guy, Devontae.
Hell yeah.
He came. Okay, so a homie of his, we worked together, me and Tayden,
and then he put everybody on my music. And Devontae would shoot like just little short film clips and stuff, but he'd use an iPhone, and I was just like, well, you know, knowing my guy how good he is, I can't go down. You know what I'm saying? So I was on him. I was like, yo, dude, get a camera for a year straight. And then he's like, yo, can I shoot for you? And I was like, you got to get a camera. So then actually, shout out to Joe. And you know Joe. I met Joe through you, so I appreciate that connect.
Absolutely.
Joe, he had a Canon camera, and we just used that for one weekend and shot high, and it came out sensational. And then a week later, we just bought a new Lumix camera, like 4K mirrorless camera. So
was it like a GH4 or something?
The Canon?
No, the Lumix. The Lumix?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. But
No,
it was like originally $1,000, but we got it like on sale. He looked at it on Facebook, and guy was selling it for like cheap.
No, yeah, because the Panasonic brand, they you can get a lot of stuff in one camera for how much you pay for it. Because like they got most of them all are now like mirrorless, 4K. They can shoot 120 frames per second, so you can get those really crazy cinematic slow motion shots and stuff like that. And I think most of them are full frame. So I know this is kind of a little foreign to you, but I'm just kind of giving you some little tech throwdown on the camera. But no, it sounds like that's a good one, and that's crazy. I didn't even know Joe was filming with he shot with his camera. Yeah, well, I think it was his camera or his mom's camera, whichever one. So he let us use it, and I just had Devontae shoot. Well, cause see, Devontae, once again, shout out to my new guy. He's tough. Like, he's really good at shooting videos. And one thing I knew when I was looking at his video he shot for a homie of mine, Kobe's, I didn't care about the quality because I knew it was shot on an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Right. I cared about the transitions and the editing. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, we just got to get our hands on an actual camera. And it's a game changer. Once we did that, man, it's at 18K in like 2 weeks, man. It's doing well, man. So, I mean, once we got our hands on a real camera, he killed it. He did his thing. Well, that's the thing. Like, you really want to invest into the visual part of it, because that could be what makes or breaks the whole entire song, you know? Like, yep, absolutely. Because people, they want to see who's behind the song, and if the music video hits, bro, that shit's going to be stuck in their head for a long time, and they're probably going to be replaying it all the time and shit, and it's like, it's just an easier way for people to connect with you. So, yeah, you definitely need... You can't just be getting away with like shooting a music video with a point and shoot, and then, you know, throwing some Windows Movie Maker edit on it really quick, and, you know, being like, this is my music video. It's like, nowadays there's so much competition, you know. It's just endless amounts of music videos, and if you want to stand out, you got to invest in the quality of the, you know. Yeah, no, I completely understand, and it's like with just music in general, with your mixing and mastering, like if it just sounds like it was recorded on the iPhone or Android, or it's just not, you're just, like you said, it's competition, man. So like there's people now who you can get in studios easily now. Like, you think about it, like 20 years ago, bro, in 2002, if you were making music and you're saying, hey, I'm gonna go to the studio, you know how many people would be like, oh my god, I want to come with you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now it's just like, oh, the studio, cool, that's dope. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can make hit records in your bedroom and stuff. So, and shout out to Joe, man, because we've been really making some crazy bops in his room, man. It's going crazy. But yeah, Joe, he's one of our main engineers here. He makes custom beats, custom loops, knows how to play the guitar, piano, everything. Works as like a PA for a church and everything, so he's like a professional, and like, yeah, he's super good at what he does and talented. I'm super glad you guys linked up, because, you know, it's a small world, man. Like, the type of shit that goes down, you just meet someone else's homie, and it's just just click, you know. Me and Joe, like, we're really cool, man. So it was really cool, man. Like, I remember when we started on this new record, The One, it's it's almost done. Oh, well, it's done on our side. It's just the mixing part. Yeah. But it's really damn near close. But he just picked up his acoustic guitar, his new one. He showed me it, I think, that same day. And he just started playing it. I'm like, yo, I think I got some lyrics for this. And then I wrote the lyrics on like a slower beat. But then I just started singing the lyrics, and he was just like, yo, that's crazy, we got to do that. And I was like, I completely agree. Everybody in the studio were just like, that's fire, that's going to be dope, Deshaun. So we finalized that, and we ate it. So who are you working with, like, as of recently when you're over there? Is there certain people that are there that you guys are vibing with, or?
Yeah, like Joe. Shout out to Daz, Joey, Jaden. I like when I'm recording. Even though I feel like I'm getting really, really close to perfecting my style, my craft. Well, especially the rap stuff. I still like having some people in there to hear things that I can't hear. So that's one thing I really, really enjoy recording with Joe, because if something sounds off, he'll let you know, and I'm always willing to listen because you know. And then same with Joey. Joey will say something that I didn't catch, or hey, I think you should do this,
right?
And that helps too. Same with Daz. Like Daz and I just got him on a record called Paperwork. That still gotta get mixed and stuff. So
right,
that's gonna be a bop. Like that's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about Joe is he's really patient.
Yeah, he really is.
It doesn't really bother him how many revisions you want. He just wants you to be happy with the product, and that's why we work with him, because that's the type of people that need to be in this industry, not just, you know, cookie cutter engineers where they're just like, they put a preset on it and they're like, here's your mix and master. It's like,
yeah, there's
a lot of people out there like that.
Yeah, and they'll charge you they'll charge you up the ass, man. And it's so crazy because like you said, they'll just throw that whatever on there. Yep. And sometimes, like, you can tell when they just throw some reverb and delay on there.
Yeah,
it's just like, I remember one guy, I sent me and my homie's record out, and he was just like, bro, it sounds like he just threw some reverb and delay on there. I could have done that at my house, man. He was mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude. He's just like, we just got to be smart where our money, where we put it at. I'm just like, all right, yeah, I got a guy then.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And I can understand, you know, because not a lot of artists around here really they don't seem like they have very big budget for music, and that's fine, you know. But I kind of feel like that, you know, closet studio with the quick mix and everything, that's like kind of ground zero for when you're starting, and then you do want to work your way up from that. You want to like keep working on the mix quality and make sure you got the right engineer. You want to have an engineer who understands what your sound should be, first of all. You know, because then whenever you crank out a hit, he's like, all right, I know what your sound's going to be. All right, I got the master and the mix all balanced out, you know, to your liking, you know, and then you can just crank them out left and right.
For sure. And like for me, like I just don't rap. Like I'm more of a pop rap guy. So like now I have Joe for my rap bars, like just when I'm rapping, and then I use a couple other people for like my popish stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that I get what you're saying. I mean, and yeah, you know, everybody's gonna start from ground zero, but the way you can you know, invest in yourself is get a job.
Yeah, get a damn job.
Like real stuff,
or just
bro.
do something to make money at least. You know, keep yourself financially, you know, stable, because there's a lot of people that be going broke buying all the wrong shit.
Yeah, man. That's
I didn't want to go down that road, but yeah, it's sad because, you know, people are just trying to flex and, you know, clout chase, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's kind of played out now, you know.
It is and it isn't, man, because people still go for that clout. That's the crazy part about it.
I feel that.
Like I really don't post on the gram, and if I do, it's always music related. That's all it is. Like I don't like social media like that. Like if I didn't really need it for music, I mean nowadays you really do need it. You have no choice.
Right.
But like, I just think I don't know. I'm just not really a social media guy. Like
no,
you can kind of tell when people are flexing.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I always tell people, if I didn't have a career that I needed social media for, I'd have been gone a long time ago. But it's like, hey, if that's where the audience is, you know, you gotta kind of just make the best of it.
Yeah, because I mean, like 20 years ago, you would need your artists like us would need our local support, our hometown support to blow up. That's an actual thing. Nowadays, you don't need your local town to blow up. You got the internet now.
Yeah.
I mean, but it also does help because you think about it. If you, let's say you got in Fargo, you got 120-some thousand people. Let's say you got 60,000 people who genuinely like your music. And then let's say you go on like a little small tour, Wisconsin, here, South Dakota, Minnesota, and like each venue you sell out 5,000 tickets and stuff because of your 60,000.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
That would definitely help so much to the point. It's like a trickle effect. It's like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, I never heard of him. Okay.
Right.
Oh, dang.
It's that word of mouth, you know. It's like, I still feel like that's a really good way to grow, is like, you know, you hear this guy was talking about this artist in Fargo, and it's like, who's that? Let me go look him up, type of thing. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sitting up here saying, hey, yo, shun away from your local audience, but I'm also saying, like, also engage, network on social media too.
Yeah, find the balance between the two. Like, you don't want to have nobody know you in town.
Yeah, but then people know you all on the internet. That's just weird. Like, I don't know. Like, that actually happens.
Yeah, I've heard I don't know if it was in Fargo, but I heard a story of this guy. He had like a huge fan base, like 1 million fake followers. Obviously, had no local actual followers, and they said he put on a show and like no one showed up. So it's like, what good is that? What good are those millions of followers if like you can't even, sell out a small venue in town or something,
Yeah, if you have 1 million followers, man, you should easily be able to sell out like a venue of 2,000 people.
Yeah, you could
easily.
You should
if you actually have a true foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't.
No,
he didn't.
No.
And also, like, just because you have a lot of followers on Instagram does not exactly mean it's gonna resonate to like fans musically. Like, you look at like 6ix9ine and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of his followers on Instagram are not fans of his music. So like, that's one thing people have to also understand. Like, you can have like 13,000, 50,000 followers. That does not mean that you have 50,000 fans.
No, because I've seen people on Instagram with like maybe a couple thousand followers, but their engagement is super high. So you can tell a lot of people actually know who these guys are. And I have way more respect for those type of dudes versus someone with like 50K. They got like 10,000 likes per post, but then if you go and look at who liked it, it's just like people from like Bangladesh and like, India and shit like that. If you ever go someone big, go look at who actually liked it and see if they're actual people who are active and are relevant to that person's music, and half the time it's just going to be a bunch of randoms.
Dang.
And it's more for like building social proof. Like, say you just dropped a song and you want it to get really hype. So you want to get it a whole bunch of likes, a whole bunch of comments. So then when actual potential fans see it, they're like, oh, damn, people are already interacting with this.
Yeah, monkey see, monkey do.
Yep.
That's what it is. And actually that's what a lot of people do.
Oh, yeah. It's a marketing tactic.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, I ain't going to hate on no one doing
that.
No.
No. As long as you're like actually putting in work to get real fans.
Yeah, that's
to the
important.
page.
And like when I said, absolutely, like my girlfriend made me some cards, so like I'm gonna start like anytime I go somewhere, leave my card somewhere.
Yeah,
just leave my card somewhere.
Yeah,
and stuff. And then just when I meet new people at like new job sites, I always put them on my music.
I
find new tactic ways, because sometimes people don't like you coming out. I'm like, hey, yo, listen to my music. So I always yell out like, "Hey, you hear that new artist, Deshaun James?"
Oh yeah,
man, he coming up though.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about.
Like,
you said that's your method.
Yeah, they're like, who's that? I was like, man, listen, like I watched this dude perform. He crazy. And then you just pull out one of your good videos you feel like they gonna like, and then they're like, yo, man. Like, I had an old coworker. He just hit me up like a few weeks ago, and he was like, hey, listen, I put some new coworkers on your music. I didn't tell him where you were from. I just said you're down south and stuff, and they're like, he don't sound like a southern. And he's like, nah, he lives up here though in Fargo. Well, we ain't ever hear about him.
Yeah.
And then that's how that works, man. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's just that herd mentality, man. Like if they hear that other people are talking about something, they're just naturally gonna be curious, and then
that's how that is.
So I mean, yeah, that's honestly what artists should really build their presence around. Having something that sticks out, something that's different, that gets people talking. Because there's a lot of artists that do the copycat thing. Like, they just copy someone else's flow, their picture styles, their posting styles. There's a lot of people like that on there.
Like, copy people's styles or, like, how they take photos?
Yeah, like how they take photos.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta send me this in the DMs, man.
Big time. Yeah, how they take photos, weird. How their flow is, how they even talk to their fans. Like, there's a lot of rappers out there that are just... They haven't really delved into their own sense of individuality yet, and it's just kind of sad. But it's like,
it's crazy. Like, the flow is whatever, because like that, there's only so much music, new music can come with. But like, I feel like, I don't know, like I always harp on like just being versatile. Before I just dropped my recent video High. My duo and I, we dropped a country pop record.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that was pretty cool. Like, that's what I like to do now. I'm starting to sing more, do melody type stuff, and I mean just kind of get to a different audience. And like also see, it's so funny, man. So many local artists don't understand that they can easily get on a local radio station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they still gotta like your music, but
yeah, right.
But like that is something that I recently just kind of like noticed and realized like 4 months ago, like, yo, I can really get on the radio. Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys, and I was talking to a guy who shout out to Carlos. I was talking to him, and he was just like, yeah, a lot of people don't know that, like, you can just get on your local radio station. So I'd say anywhere, like when I move down south, I'm gonna try to get on every single local radio station just to do that.
Yeah.
Because that helps, and that's tremendously like a next step.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, local radio is still really powerful. There's tons of people that just listen to the radio. They don't really stream, you know.
Yep.
They're just like, turn on the radio. What's playing right now?
Oh, exactly, man.
You know?
That's why even like mainstream, like famous people stuff still gets played on the radio and played over and over again. And you got soccer moms driving.
Yeah.
And that like that's another thing. Like I know you got a new record coming out, Windows, which I think is sensational. The melody on that is nice. The hook on it's smooth.
Appreciate that, man.
And I think like that's a good radio play record. Like I listen to a lot of your music, and to me, that by far is the most radio play one. So
Yeah.
I tell artists that like you don't have to shy away from your sound or your style, but try to make like a couple like radio records and stuff, just to probably tap in and get a new audience. You just never know.
Well, yeah, it's like you got to get your foot in the door first, because then once you actually have that big, solid audience, then you can market whatever you want to them. Obviously, you should stay relevant. You shouldn't just abuse it and start making a bunch of crazy, outlandish music, you know? But, like, there's some big artists that really, they blew up off of a couple songs, and then they're like, I'm rich and famous now. I can just do whatever I want.
Yeah, and they truly go back to their roots. Like, that's the thing, man. So, I don't blame them.
Right.
I do not blame him, man. Like, think about Kendrick Lamar. Like, I think this song that really put him on that, I think it was Swim Pools.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't make much music like that no more.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No. And then what other record did he? Poetic Justice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of radio play, mainstreamish. You don't really make no records like that anymore. You know? And then you got your guy like Drake. He's rapping and he's making a lot of mainstream stuff.
He's just staying irrelevant 24 fucking 7.
And that's like, hey man, I call that Draking it.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to just rap. I think that shit boring.
No, yeah, I feel you. Another good example is like Soulja Boy. He dropped like Crank That.
Yeah.
That was mainly his biggest song ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like,
and then he just he's like, well, I'm rich now. I'm just gonna make music for fun and whatever. And then he made a video game system or something like that. Or
he stayed relevant. Like he started a wave.
No, he definitely did. Well, because he was like one of the originators of like posting your music on MySpace and shit like that. You know? Yeah. And then, YouTube music videos. He was one of the first rappers to start dropping.
To blow up actually on YouTube, man. Because YouTube just came out in like 06, 07, right?
I think so. Well, it was first Google Video.
Okay.
And then it turned into YouTube because Google bought the rights to YouTube. And then before that, it was like AOL Video and stuff like that. But yeah, it was he was right in the very beginning of the whole internet video thing, so he's definitely a pioneer.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. People like troll him, but I think he's I used to love Soulja Boy.
No, yeah, when it comes to his hustle and his mindset and like how he approached it, hands down probably one of the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not lyrically talented wise, but that's okay.
But he started actually he is the pioneer of starting songs with dance moves, man.
Oh yeah, big
You know
time.
what I'm saying? Like now, like a lot of people still to this day blow up off of dance move songs. You know what I'm saying? So like, Soulja Boy's golden, man.
You gotta make a song with some dance moves in it that they can copy.
Yeah, it was gonna be simple, and that's what hopefully me and Joe gonna make. Come up with something smooth.
So what can the listeners look forward to coming up from you then?
Man, I'm be honest, my whole sound and style switched. So I mean, I still rap, but pop, rap, catchy stuff, but still some good music, man. And then I got the show, I think it's Gender Fest, comes up March 4th. I'm
Oh yeah,
excited for that.
Yanni's next show.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So shout out to Jan for getting me on that list.
Hell yeah,
Appreciated that. Yeah,
that's dope.
He's cool with that. So.
Well, I'm glad you're keeping busy in the scene and everything, and cranking out new music and working with really talented engineers and stuff like that. So hopefully you have a lot of cool stuff coming out in the future, and we can link up later on and see how you're doing then.
Yeah, for sure. I got a new video that'll drop probably March 5th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah. Well, in closing, you have anything you want to say to the viewers?
Hey, man, go follow me at Deshaun Dwight, and let me know what y'all think of my music.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for coming out. This has been an episode of SpacePodTV. You know how we do. That being said, we out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.